Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Torrence and today I wanted to talk to you all. This is my third time trying to record this video and it seems as if I'm just rambling and not getting my point across. So instead of trying to just thoroughly explain everything, I'm just going to be cutthroat and straight to the point. The reason I haven't been able to be consistent recently with putting up the videos and things is because of my own insecurities with my skincare. I am someone who deals with and battles acne prone skin. I was born with oily acne prone skin, and so my skincare routine is extremely important to me. I genuinely love my skincare more than I do my makeup, even though I have a makeup channel and not a skincare channel. But with that being said, I don't like the fact that I break out. I'm someone who twice a day I am on my skincare. The washing, the moisturizing, my exfoliating, my weekly mask, everything. Like, I stay on top of my skincare routine. And to have a pimple here and there, although it's not the end of the world to me, it is something that still frustrates me, but I deal and I continue to go on. But last month, for the very first time, I received a cyst on this cheek here, which you can see I now have my largest and darkest acne scar here. It was terrible. It got so large and so swollen that literally anytime I would smile, I could see it out my peripheral vision. Whenever my cheeks would come up, I could see nothing on this side. But this side was so swollen, I literally could see my cheekbone every time I would smile, eat, laugh, anything like that. And I didn't like it. It was ugly, it was painful. And the worst part about it to me was, what do I do if for any reason it doesn't go away? Let's just say I'm following my skincare routine and it doesn't go down or it gets infected, anything. I didn't know how to properly treat it without causing any issues. My biggest fear was a scar. That's what it was. My biggest fear was having a huge physical scar on my face if for any reason things did not heal properly and I had to go to the hospital and have it surgically, removed and healed and go on antibiotics and things like that. And the idea of that was terrifying. The idea of not being able to wear my makeup, having to walk around with the scar, having to be on camera and explain all of that was very uncomfortable, and so I just shut down. Anytime I would try to record a video and look at the footage afterwards, all I could see was that huge cyst right there on my face. And even after the makeup, although technically it didn't look as dark as it would have without the makeup, it was very noticeable. The size of it, the texture of it, the color of it was not able to be hidden with makeup. And I didn't want to put that on my video and have more people talking about my acne scars and the cysts than they were the tutorial that I was putting out. So I just decided not to put out any video. The several videos that I did record, I ended up trashing and just taking care of home and my family. I was able to clean my makeup area all over again. All brushes have been washed, all palettes have been sanitized, and it gave me time to reflect on my makeup process and the tools that I use on my channel. And now that things have completely healed, I wouldn't say completely healed, they are mostly healed, but as you can still see here, there is still a slight scar. So I'm guessing at least for the next year, if not two, I'm going to be doing spot treatments and things like this to help remove that. And this entire side of my face had broke out. I also had got a very big pimple here that left a mark. There was one here. And on my forehead, I generally break out the most, but there are a few marks here that just, seem to have come back and gotten darker because I wasn't able to use my normal treatments while this was healing. So right now, that's where we're back to. Although I truly feel as if things look terrible, my family and friends tried to remind me that that one mark isn't going to be the end of the world, but when you're someone who loves your skincare and you want to put your face out there, you can sometimes be your biggest judge. And I'm just grateful that I had family and friends to keep me encouraged and keep me going. During that time when I wasn't recording, it did give me some time to look at my collection and see what I wanted to do with things. I was able to disinfect all of my makeup, clean all brushes, even brushes that I hadn't used for a while but had just been sitting on the shelf collecting dust. I was able to update my makeup routine, including the brushes I use on my channel here. Many of you may recognize a lot of these brushes as items that I use on a daily basis, but just because I want to be able to be as interactive with you all as possible, I don't see myself using these as often, if not again, on my channel, because if you can see, like with this brush here, I absolutely love this IT Cosmetics. I think this was the It for Ulta Velvet Luxe LBD foundation brush. I absolutely love it, and you can even see where part of the design and things around the edges have started to peel off, but I continue to use it because it's dense, it's fabulous, but it was technically overpriced and discontinued, and it doesn't make sense to tell you all, you know, I love this brush, I'm going to be doing this, 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 and when you all are following along, you can't buy this brush, so you may not receive the same results. And it was the same thing with this brush. This is the bronzer brush by that same brand. I use this every day. It's no longer available, so I don't want to use it on my channel if you all can't get it as well. The same thing is going to go for this Bare Mineral Blooming Blush Brush. When I first got this brush, it was fabulous. You could find it everywhere, Ulta, Bare Minerals, Macy's, things like that. But I noticed about a year ago, they had stopped making it in the natural hair and started making it in synthetic. And I didn't know if that was going to be a permanent change or if that was just for the limited edition holiday collection. But I've gone on their website now and saw that they only they only sell it in the synthetic version. So there's no need for me to continue to use the natural hair version if you all can't follow along with me with that brush. And the same thing for this, the must-have powder brush, the number 60 by Sephora. When I bought this brush, it was already in the clearance rack. They were already discontinuing it, but I figured for a few dollars, I could test it out and see if I liked it. It became a favorite, but if you all can't use it, there's no point of me using it. And the same thing goes for these 4 MAC eye brushes. MAC still carries all of these brushes, but as with Bare Minerals, they now carry them all in synthetic versions, and these are the natural hairs. So although I can use them on my own private time, there's no point of showing them off on camera if you all can't follow along with it. So I have replaced these brushes with brushes I'm going to be showing you in my new updated foundation routine. I've also gone ahead with my makeup collection and depotted a lot of eyeshadows and things like that. I'm going to do an entire video dedicated to some of the things I did during quarantine to show you some of the activities I did. I depotted a lot of items. I've also taken some eyeshadow palettes that can be depotted without tearing up the palette and rearranging the colors. So I'm going to show you one video with the depotted items, another video with the rearranged ones. And I've also decluttered some items. Makeup has an expiration date, and sometimes it's because the item is no longer any good. Sometimes it's just no good for you anymore. And I've updated a lot of things. I've come across better highlighters, better foundations, things like that. So a lot of the older items I'm not going to use. They are still good products, but if I'm not going to use them, I know I can pass them along to family and friends who will. So I'm going to be doing a video on that. I also want to send out a very special thank you and shout out to any and all subscribers who checked up on me during this time. I know I was slow getting back to many of you with my responses because during that time I also did break my phone, and although it was easy to place the order and put the insurance claim in to get a new phone, having it shipped to you having it shipped back to you in a timely manner was just not possible. And I didn't want to call bugging a shipping company or anything like that about my cell phone when I had neighbors and things who was worried about medical supplies. So I just sat back, enjoyed the privacy. With the cyst on my face, I honestly didn't want to take pictures, so not having it wasn't a big deal. But I just want to let you know that I'm going to be more consistent with everything. Tomorrow I will be posting the very last video I recorded before my sis came. It is with the Norvina Volume 3 palette. I did that tutorial, I believe, my very last day at work before we were laid off. After that, it will be an updated Get Ready With Me tutorial. And everything will be linked in that video, as I always do with my makeup. But from now on, I'm going to try to make sure all brushes and tools are full-time products, unless I let you know that I'm using a limited edition item. Sometimes we have a lipstick, blush, things like that that has been discontinued, and I will want to use those. But I will try to keep, my videos where at least 90 to 95% of the things are full-time permanent and have a link where you can find those items. And I really don't even know why I feel nervous, because I don't know. I just hope you all continue to support the channel. And if there's nothing else, I hope you all continue to practice, stay blessed, and until next time, bye YouTube.